Early voting kicked off today in North Carolina. Some voters showing up to get in line before the polls even opened. That was the case in Hendersonville today, and the elections director there wants you to know you can register and vote on the exact same day. Our own Carrie Weilmer has been up there in Western North Carolina checking on things and how everything's been going.
She joins us live in Hendersonville with the latest update. Hey, Carrie.
Hey guys, it's a beautiful day up here, which is great for the voters that are coming out. The only problem that I've seen here at this location is just parking. It's only because they don't have a lot of room for it. But even with the steady amount of cars that have been coming in, people have said they've waited little to no time to be able to cast their vote.
This is just going to be a real heavy voting year.
The Henderson County Director of Elections says voters were lined up at 6 a.m. waiting for the doors to open at 8.
By 7:45, there was a line mostly around the building. There were a lot of early voters.
Early voters say they wanted to get a jump start to avoid waiting until closer to Election Day, where crowds may be heavier and lines may be longer.
We always come to do early voting because the first time we came here on a regular vote, it took us 3 hours to vote. And I can't stand in line that long.
The North Carolina State Board of Elections says during early voting, voters may cast a ballot at any early voting site in their county. In Henderson County, there are 4 places voters can go.
If you have not registered to vote and you pass the regular deadline, if you show up at a one-stop early voting site, you can register and vote the same day.
This is probably one of the most important elections of my lifetime for sure.
The director says there's also been an increase in mail-in ballots.
In 2016, we mailed out about 6,000 ballots and got about 3,000 returned. We've already mailed out close to 19,000 ballots, and we've got about 10,000 returned.
It's important. It's your civic duty. It's part of being an American. It's part of putting yourself in the process.
How about that hat, Cody? She told me she's been working on that since the first George Bush. Well, early voting is going to run from today up until Saturday, October 31st. If you're a North Carolina resident and you want to know where to go and what hours you have open, just visit our free Fox Carolina News app or go online to foxcarolina.com for all that information. Cody, Tori?
I'm just glad to see people actually enthusiastic and engaged with the voting. I try to say that as much as possible. It's our right, it's a privilege to get out and vote no matter who you're voting for.
Amen.
Carrie, maybe